This is Betsy Lake. Frost all over everything. These big rocks. So here's my height right here. And it's over 12 feet tall, more than twice my height. Looks like this was a lake. We have this cliff up here. Lots of boulders. I don't think I'll get much closer to that. I'm going to go and cut this so I can get over some of this. There's big boulders. They're all over 10 feet, I would say. Well, the big ones are. There's the lake over there, Betsy Lake. Well, I'm departing from Betsy Lake. This is in Grandaddy Basin. I was trying to meet Mark Whitten here. He's going to be here basically all week, but I'm just for a couple of days. I hiked in last night. I started about 11:45 p.m., somewhere around then. And I went back and forth on the lake. Couldn't find where he was camped. So next morning, I did some duck calls and rock clacks, and he did his whoop, so I know he's out here, but I don't know, it seemed like when I would go his direction, anyway, we couldn't meet up, never found him, but I can tell he's out here because he does one specific type of whoop. But it's a big enough place that I guess just seemed like I don't know, just I think we could find each other, but anyway, I guess we're moving the wrong directions, just missing each other. I never found any sign of where he might be camped out. They have kind of a rule, well, they have a rule here that you have to be 200 feet from any lake, or you could risk getting a $5,000 fine. So they even have a little sign say, okay, start counting your steps, and then you know how many steps are 200 feet for yourself. Mine was 92, kind of in between 91 and 92. So that makes it kind of, I think part of it is more difficult to find where someone camped if they're 200 feet from the lake. You can't just go along the lake perimeter. it's kind of difficult to, this terrain, to scour everything. But anyway, the whole basin, Grandaddy Basin, has had activity for Sasquatch. I think I recorded a couple weird vocalizations last night. Maybe they were just coyotes. I'd have to re-listen to it. Here's your chemtrails, if you can see that up there. At least it looks like it, because it's very long and it's just not dissipating quickly at all. Anyway, and it has multiple trails, two defined ones, but it's, you know, kind of spreading out to almost more than two, it looks like. I have a little radio that shows the temperature. I don't know if it's accurate, but I saw it get down to 26 last night. I do know it must have been freezing because there was frost everywhere. The water bottles didn't freeze, but definitely lots of frost. Well, I don't know if I have much else to report. Oh, I have one other thing. This weekend, doing another squatching thing. This is kind of an unusual week. I can't remember the last time I've done two, big trips, overnighters in 1 week. But Rio might show up for this one, and a few other guys. We're going to have access to a cabin, and we're going to be the next day. We're going to the cabin because it's within 20 miles of Sasquatch Chronicles 738, number 738. And next day, Saturday, we're going to go ahead and drive out there and look around. You can look that up and see the details. That one is available on YouTube also. But I don't have much else to report here. Just possibly some vocalizations last night. Could have been coyotes, perhaps. Like I said, I need to listen to everything again. I didn't really sleep last night, but I managed to stay warm enough. Barely. That's pretty warm. Lots and lots of layers. I'm packing way too much on my back. I was hoping there might be a few areas that would have leaves changing color, because just starting to get really good with the aspens, but this is all pine trees, so there are no leaves changing color up here, which I thought might be the case. But just in case. Anyway, I brought my good camera, so that's kind of heavy. Maybe driving back, I'll see some leaves somewhere and some lower elevation, different terrain. Anyway, I'm hiking, so I'm not kind of out of breath here. Alright. One other thing I forgot. So I'm looking up at the stars. I do see a couple things pass overhead that, look like satellites. They're moving in a pretty good clip, but not that fast, and it's in a straight line. But then, I saw one thing that was moving much faster. It looked like it was, about the speed of a falling star, meteorite. But those disappear, in the blink of an eye. But it was going straight across the sky. It didn't zigzag or anything, so it's not definitive what it was, but it seemed really fast for a satellite to me. I don't know if there are something lower orbit satellite that might do something like that. I look faster, I don't know. But anyway, that was what I would call unusual. And we are in the Uintas, not in the Uinta Basin, but there are some weird stories in the Uintas themselves as well. In addition to Sasquatch, some of them combine Sasquatch and aliens. And anyway. So here's the first aspens I've seen the whole trip. On the way hiking out, I couldn't see any of that last night hiking in. It's the first I've seen close up. I did see some way off in the distance. But most of it's, I think, just too high elevation, 10,000 feet, it's just conifers. Okay, almost to the end of the trail.